Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the Russian horror movie called Mute Witness. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. Billy Hughes, a deaf special effects makeup artist, is currently working in Moscow on a low-budget horror film directed by Andy Clark, Karen's boyfriend. Billy returns to the set one night to retrieve a piece of equipment for the next day's shoot when she gets trapped in the studio by accident. Billy calls Karen for assistance and speaks with her by Morse code, but she is interrupted when she uncovers a small film crew filming a cheap pornographic film after hours. Billy is amused by the performed sex until it gets vicious. Billy reacts and is found as Arkadi, the disguised actor, pulls out a knife and viciously stabs the actress to death. Lyosha, the film's director, pursues her through the studio before crashing through a window outside. Karen arrives moments later to discover Billy injured and Lyosha standing over her. Karen recognizes Lyosha as a risky bystander who observed Billy's accident. When the cops arrive and question Lyosha, they conclude that Billy saw an elaborate special effects sequence being shot because they can't discover a body. Arkadi, the man who stabbed the actress in front of Billy, shows off the effects with a fake knife that streams blood, scaring Andy when he attempts to attack him with it. Billy claims she has the prop knife and that Arkadi stole it. Billy leads cops to an elevator shaft where she suspects Lyosha hid the actress's body, but it's empty. After the police disregard the incident and send Billy home, a studio night watchman discovers the actress's body burning in a basement incinerator before Arkadi stabs her to death. Shortly after, a mysterious elderly man arrives at the studio in a vintage car and asks Lyosha if things went smoothly. Aware that Billy witnessed the murder, the Reaper makes clear that she must be eliminated. Meanwhile, a detective named Alexander Larson begins investigating Billy's accusation, thinking it to be true, because reports about an international crime ring making and distributing snuff films in Moscow have surfaced. Back at her apartment, Billy talks with Karen through a computerized phone dictation machine, which is led by a wealthy banker known as the Reaper. Billy's doorbell rings in the middle of her discussion, and she is greeted by Arkadi, who breaks in first, followed by Lyosha. During the ensuing brawl, Billy manages to electrocute Arkadi with a hairdryer in the bathtub. Lyosha then renders Billy unconscious, only to be saved by Larson, who knocks Lyosha out. Larson promptly leads Billy away, explaining that the crime ring has targeted her because they believe she has a computer disk with confidential information. Meanwhile, Karen and Alex arrive at Billy's apartment to find it disorganized, and Lyosha, who has awakened, attacks them. Two Reaper thugs dressed as cops arrive on the scene and shoot and kill Lyosha before interrogating Karen and Alex about the computer disk. In the meantime, Billy directs Larson to the film studio, where she believes the computer disk is kept. Meanwhile, Karen and Andy race to the studio, where Andy attempts to shoot Larson as he enters with Billy, believing Larson intends to harm her. In the midst of the chaos, Billy rushes outside, only to be met by a swarm of armed thugs, as well as the Reaper. Larson then shoots Billy many times, killing her, before handing over the sought-after computer disk to the Reaper. Karen proceeds to severely attack Larson for killing her sister, when the Reaper and his thugs leave. As she opens her eyes and brandishes a bulletproof vest, Karen instantly learns that Billy is still alive. Larson staged the phony murder to divert the Reaper and save Billy's life. Larson arranges to meet Billy the next day, and he brings one of the studio's crooked security guards with him, chained and gagged. Billy notices the guard's anxious expression as they prepare to leave and thinks the automobile has been fitted with a bomb. She manages to transmit this with Alex's assistance, and Larson exits the car seconds before it explodes, saving himself.